I already hated this guy, and I've only known he even exists for like a month and a half. But Adam McIntyre keeps giving my hatred fuel, and you know what? It's wonderful. And I've realized, like, sorry to reference Adam McIntyre so much in my videos, but like, I'll watch other creators make their content, right? And then I'll have my own thoughts, opinions on whichever topic it is they're covering. And since Instagram sucks, I wouldn't be caught dead on Twitter, X. And TikTok is not only the individual algorithm based app, but I just don't follow gossip or drama or pop culture commentary people. Not really. So the gossip slash drama slash pop culture channels on YouTube are how I even know what's going on. So anyway, I was watching Adam's latest video on the Swiftologist, and I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't quite this. Although I should be expecting it at this point, because oh, what the hell. Even though I have already decided this guy is a mangy asshole, seeing people completely disregard sexual misconduct and so shamelessly berate or blame or harass victims is shocking. Like, I'm normal. I'm not the scum of the earth. And despite always being shown that these mongrels do exist, from the government to Hollywood to influencers to random people sharing their terrible stories coming into contact with these demons, it still manages to be shocking. It's like, wow, some of you are genuinely just heartless and miserable. Congrats. I hope you get well soon. It's always baffling. So, allegedly, the Swiftologist, I won't be using his real name because who gives a what this Toby Sheldon doppelganger's real name is. Throwback, right? Remember that guy? Has been talking about Adam McIntyre in his Discord for years now. And first and foremost, I do not trust creators who engage with their fans in Discord. It's always weird and parasocial, and it just screams, don't you have your own friends to talk to? Like, why are you relying on your fans for conversation, for attention in an intimate space? Loser behavior. So this is the screenshot that someone in this Rotten Tomatoes Discord shared with Adam. It says, "Good luck, babeologist." You can just tell that he thinks so highly of himself just based on the name, if this is him, of course. Also, before I even get into all of that, there is no way for me to confirm whether or not this actually is. There are just people supposedly from Swiftologist Discord saying, hey, this is him, this is what he's saying. So like, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not claiming this to be factual. I'm not saying for sure that it's him. So, okay, so good luck, babeologist. Yawn. Sorry, but this Adam character is a loser. Totally and completely milking the situation. We as a society have completely lost touch with what grooming actually is. So Adam did the math in his video. So it says 6:30:23, right? He says this was like the height of the Colleen stuff, like all coming to a head. So what this message is referencing, he's saying that Adam is totally and completely milking the Colleen situation. Okay. And the person who sent it says, in case you are wondering, Zach, whatever, has a long-standing one-sided beef with you. LOL. I used to be in his Discord until about a year ago because he says some heinous shit in there. And we're going to get to that too. 2 years ago, 2023, this unproductive member of society would have been 26 while Adam was what, 21? I just think it's hilarious to pretend to take such an issue with a 25-year-old woman negatively reviewing a 20-year-old show and hyper-focusing on their age difference as if it's so drastic.
I think everyone's smoking crack and posting about this somber situation because why am I seeing fully grown adults, like 25 to 30-year-old adults, piling on a 20-year-old kid?
When you have the same age difference as the person you're targeting, supposedly, but you're even older than the 25-year-old and way more heinous. Like, the hypocrisy in people is astounding. Self-awareness is a dead concept, I swear. So that just makes you a piece of shit. Claiming someone is milking their abuse is insane. Implying that it wasn't actually grooming when we literally have evidence of it is insane. Quite frankly, people who are quick to dismiss or minimize these things are suspicious as hell to me, and I'll just leave that thought there.
Somber's for the children, and that's the point. They're tweens and teenagers. This is literally the correct setting for teen girls to express their hormonal crush energy. This is just young girls growing up and having a safe collective place to experience emotion and desire.
The irony in this social reject allegedly calling anyone else a loser is staggering. And it gets worse because this nincompoop talks like that kid in high school who thinks they're a DC villain or something. Just apology in advance. It's like, it's pretty blurry. Lovely to log back on here and see this kind of stuff. Someone said Adam kind of ate him up, not gonna lie, in his own Discord, apparently, that's funny. I'll be pursuing these claims offline because that's the advice I have taken, and it will not go well for him, especially because he keeps expounding at length about it in public. I'm confident I'll receive my desired outcome. Part of protecting yourself as a public figure is making sure that people cannot tell lies about you with no consequence. I don't give a fuck about Somber or the Somber video. The implication that I would compromise my integrity to take money to promote an artist is serious and is defamatory because it was not true. Saying I have no proof or I'm starting a conspiracy actually satisfies one of the main requirements for defamation in the UK, that the statement was made recklessly without regard for whether it was true or false. I would appreciate if you would all stop talking about it. It is really hard to keep my mouth shut, but the number one rule of a legal process is say as little as possible and you'll get the outcome you desire, especially in a defamation case. It does hurt to think there are genuine followers and subscribers who are being convinced by these lies, but I'm deliberately not clarifying or responding so that I can get a proper retraction and apology when the time is right. I have the truth, quite literally. Quite literally on my side. He's so oh my god, dude. I was doing so well. That was long, right? I made it pretty far without breaking. This guy's ridiculous. Let me log back in. The latest video has just made it so much worse for him and better for me. Anyway, that's all I'll say about it. Thank you guys for having my back. I really wish I could just hop on TikTok and clarify my name right now, but that will be much sweeter when I have a retraction to accompany it with. And then someone's just sucking his ass and he's like, so true. My gut feeling here is that I may lose followers and subs in the meantime while this plays out, but ultimately I will be able to prove that 1. My integrity is intact. I would never accept payment to promote a narrative, and 2. This will discourage from other people trying to make similar claims. This really isn't about him critiquing my video. In the Instagram message I sent to him politely before the email, which he conveniently leaves out, I said he's totally free to critique my opinions and perspective, but he's not free to spread lies about me. This will deter others from doing the same. Heart. If anyone sees Adam saying anything in writing about this, please send it my way. So, 1. If you don't care about Somber or the Somber video, why did you make it in the first place? 2. The implication that I would compromise my integrity. You have no idea what integrity is. How would you know how to compromise it? You can't compromise what you don't have. 3. You say number one rule of a legal process is say as little as possible, yet here you are, allegedly, yapping in your Discord, presumably because you don't have anyone in your personal life who can tolerate you. You are literally contradicting yourself in this one sentence alone, yet you can't help not shutting the fuck up, can you? 4. Thank you guys for having my back, and even they know you're in the wrong because they snitched on you to Adam. Hilarious. But honestly, if you're stupid enough to engage on this personal level with your fans in Discord, you have it coming. Like I said, using your fans as friends is loser behavior, and why I don't trust creators with Discords like this to begin with. When you say it like that, oh, got me falling right back. Let me f*** you right back. 5. Someone asking if you took payment to promote a certain narrative is genuinely not that serious. Like, we are talking about music and a concert. Notice how he got all up in arms over the concept of people thinking he only defended Somber for money. Meanwhile, I don't hear him saying shit about the anti-black and misogynistic accusations. Him allegedly being racist and misogynistic is how I even know about him, because TikTok is always eating him up. Yet he won't say a peep about that. Very interesting. 28 years old, by the way. I'm 28 and I would never act like this. This is extremely embarrassing. And since someone on TikTok who thinks they're the chosen one, the Einstein of social media, came into my comments and was like, I don't think Swiftologist is misogynistic. Well, here's him, a cis man, allegedly calling Taylor Swift a whore. That's misogyny 101, I fear. If this is really him, he's insane. Once again, he was all up in arms over Adam McIntyre asking if he was paid to do a somber defense video, yet I don't see him getting up in arms over people circulating these screenshots claiming them to be him. This is defamatory. This can harm a reputation. Also, and we need to take this with a grain of salt, of course, because it's a random YouTube comment, but this person says, previous member of the Discord here, if your question is, does he do this often? Yes, he does. There have been instances of him guilt tripping his members for things like not liking his AI usage, yikes, being aggressive towards members of the server for disagreements, and banning people, including me, from the Patreon and server for said disagreements. Yikes. I am not doing this because I'm bitter or I didn't like his videos. I have for years given him the benefit of the doubt and enjoyed his content over and over and over again. He has shown his true colors. It's so disappointing. Unfortunately, I'm a little scared to write this comment because he has put previous members of the server on blast, revealed anonymous surveys, and made them into public laughingstocks for speaking out against them. Yikes. But I wanted to say this with my chest, which, is pretty on par. Consider all the people we've seen who hang out in Discord with their fans. People who lash out over the most minuscule things. I know the word gets thrown around too much, but it's narcissistic. You challenge or disagree with someone who's narcissistic and they flip the out. Doesn't matter how illogical or irrational it is, that's just the way they are. Only allows people on his socials if they agree with him, thus building his own echo chamber. If this comment were true, which we can't say it is, but it would just confirm that Swiftologist is an entitled, controlling, unhinged, toxic little bitch. They literally always are. You can see it coming from a mile away, which is why I question people who stick around for his content or anyone of the sort for so long. And yeah, Adam included. I don't know how much he has seen, but how do you see the internet in an uproar every time this bum opens his flappers? See that the pushback is centered around bully behavior, misogyny, racism, and not take that into account? Truly, I love Adam's content, and for as long as I've been watching, he's quick to call out racism and misogyny, despite facing neither of them, which is important, but he's missed me on this one. But clearly he sees Swiftologist for the beast that he truly is now, so you live and you learn. However, everyone else, let this be a lesson. Be mindful of the people you're watching. This commenter says they gave him the benefit of the doubt. How about stop doing that? Why do white men always get the benefit of the doubt? There is no benefit in doubt. When people show you they're batshit insane and immoral bigots, believe them the first time. You'll stop being disappointed so often.